Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. He is obviously very excited. He has waited a long time for this opportunity. He came to this university when he was just 18 years old as a player, and now he will lead his team out of the tunnel as the head coach. It is a dream come true, and his emotions are very high. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So the Ole Miss Rebels headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. First carry of the season for this transfer. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Taylor wants to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. A designed run for the quarterback. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a great design on offense on that pass play there. You see they clear out the middle of the field. They leave a huge space wide open for the quarterback to attack. Nice timing on the throw.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Taylor wants to throw it. That's got it. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. He sees his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Shoots it to the left. And the timing just a hair off.
Obviously not this. Quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. the play fake. Stepping to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Rebels offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Under fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Making side adjustments here. Taylor wants to throw. Rifles it down the middle. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Direct snap. It's Peoples. Oh, he's got some space. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Here's a little headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Got enough for the first. Turning on the Jets. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Makes the grab. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Looking left. Complete downfield. Makes the grab in their space. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll try to get the first through the air. They're working that left side. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it with James Peoples. And he's in! Touchdown, Penn State! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the extra point is good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Taylor wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Odom. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Cunningham. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go.
Maybe some room here. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hawkins. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Calls his own number. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And, man, you got to love the resilience of this defense, man. This has been a pretty long drive. Chewed up some yards. They stayed focused. They stayed hungry. Down here on the goal line, they bowed up their necks, man. Get the big 3rd down stop to force a 4th and goal.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And talk about a turn of events. 4th and goal. The defense is able to step up. They're not just going to swat this thing away, force the incompletion and get the offense back on the field. No, they're picking it off, and they're taking it all the way back for a touchdown. If they win this game, you're going to point back to that play right there as the play that made the difference.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cunningham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He's going to fire deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Cook. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Off play action. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late as a result.
Taking it the other way. Makes it past the marker. Past the 50. The 40. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Penn State.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To the ground, he's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He fires one deep over the middle. Makes a deep grab. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Caught in the backfield, it's Cunningham. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throws to the tight end. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Taylor wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Fires downfield. Got a wide open receiver. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then hit.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Run in the red zone, it's Hawkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Taylor wants to throw. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Rebels!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Peoples. Now the pitch. Shakes off the defender. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
On third down, he drops to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Inside the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take it.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows they make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 21 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Yellow Jackets, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3.
Direct snap. It's Hawkins. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
The short hands, it's Alexander. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Moving out to the right. Right down the middle. He's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
The run inside. It's Lindsey. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You can move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
They'll run for it. It's Peoples. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Peoples one more time. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Trying play action. A strike downfield. Turning it on. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Taylor wants to throw. It's complete to the left. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Looking to fire. quick completion on the out.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. He'll take it himself. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
That's reeled in. It's Cunningham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Might be changing the route. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! The extra point here would tie the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Martin. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Fights off a defender. There he goes. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some...
Gets loose in the middle. The tag. Touchdown, Penn State! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Got enough for the first. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Makes the grab. It's Lindsey. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Taylor wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that is his fifth interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. And the tackle is made on the return, but a penalty flag has flown, and I think they may be backing it up a bit. Right on the heels of that touchdown, they give up some good field position with that face mask penalty costing them 15 yards. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Taylor wants to throw it. Now improvising. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Working the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Cunningham. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Taylor wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it. It's Hawkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And there's really no question here.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Peoples again. Picks up the first down. Got a little grass. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Looking for blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Rebels offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you...
Snags it down the right side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Here comes the heat. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Looking down the middle. Smith with the grab over the middle. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Breaks loose. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
Breaks into the open. He stopped just short of his own 20 down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
On the direct snap, it's Peoples. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Working that left side now. Oh, what a cut! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Taylor wants to throw. Bringing the heat. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Pressure coming. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd half.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.